What up? It's your boy King Dow 225 coming at you with another reactionary video. So hit that like, subscribe, and become part of the kingdom. King checking his timeline. Today I came across black men. We was trending. I was like, oh shit, they about to show us some appreciation, show us some love, give us the real. Nah, that wasn't the case. It's all because of this video. Let's just get into the video first before I go into my commentary or, you know, read a couple of these tweets. But just remember, this is a black man. I wish men would understand that emotional intelligence is so important because how much clarity and security it brings into your life. Now, this lady, usually Bree, unusually Bree, is a therapist. I've seen her TikTok before, and she about to show us why there's such a divide between black men and black women. Let's just get into it. Here I am thinking they about to show us some love, but black women is trending is all good shit. Black men trending is shit on them time. Let's get to the video.
Say you need to expand your emotional vocabulary. It's so your life can be easier. Don't you want to be able to communicate with your bitch? I think yes, right? Long gone are the days where you can just shut down. Bitches is not tolerating that. Like, it used to be where men provided financially or with Schmeat, and bitches can make their own self come and we can pay for our own shit. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. If a bitch is telling you, I need you to communicate more, open your fucking mouth. But you know what I realized? And let me back up. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men, black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even have the words to express how you're feeling. So when you expand your vocabulary and knowledge of what you are experiencing, because y'all are human beings who experience feelings and emotions and don't have to choke that shit down no more. Y'all ain't had to choke that shit down since 2016. Anyway, if y'all are not in therapy, expanding your emotional vocabulary, your life just off top is going to be more difficult. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you expand your awareness of yourself. When you expand your emotional vocabulary, you understand how you can navigate in this bitch. This fucking weird ass world that is so hard on y'all. Like, let's acknowledge that the world is very difficult for y'all, but y'all are not making it any easier, bruh. You're not. When bitches are telling y'all to go to therapy, it's not for us, it's for y'all sad motherfuckers. Go to therapy, talk about that shit that's on your chest. You don't have to choke that shit down no more. Y'all are doing a disservice to y'allself. And so let me sum this shit up. Y'all told bitches to elevate our standards. And at the cost of us elevating y'all standards, y'all got axed because y'all didn't elevate either. Bitches are not tolerating emotional abuse, emotional neglect. Step it up. Go talk to somebody. Go expand your emotional vocabulary so your life can be better, bitch. All right. Go in peace.
Man, what kind of clinician is that use that type of language, show your ass, then you say black men need therapy, but 90% of your clients are black men? It don't make no sense. Let's read some of these tweets. Now you understand we don't have emotional vocabulary, whatever she was saying. Like, men do see therapists. It's called a homeboy. We get that shit off our chest and we go talk to our homeboys. We don't need no motherfucking biased therapists tell us we wrong, we ain't shit, y'all need to talk. Like, first of all, let me give you a tip. Women always say they want a sensitive man, but in the long run, they say he a simp. They always say they want a man who communicate, but in the long run, they run away from that. So let's just read some of these tweets that the Twitterverse, Black Twitter had to respond. Black men don't go to therapy, but 90% of your clients are black men. Make that make sense. No black men should seek therapy from someone who goes on social media and calls them motherfuckers, emotionally immature, and unleashes a diatribe of disdain and disrespect. Preach. Hate seeing it in the community all the time. They feel being gay is a shield to be an asshole and to just cast it as fun shade. Always talking about a inner black woman, but the most racist assholes, and only want black men around for their BBC. What? I don't get it. People defending Michael is a part of the problem. Why? Oh, I don't even read that. I ain't got no. I don't got shit to do with that. Why has black men been trending on the timeline all day? Please stop. I'm not clicking it. I know that it's gonna be about. It's every day. It's every day with these niggas on here. Black men don't get no love, bro. No love. Black men, that's all I gotta tell you, bro. This we do have to build shit. We do have to build our community. We can't get discouraged just because don't nobody really fuck with us. They won't emulate us. They won't bed us. They won't do all that. But then we say, man, listen, could you please understand why we in this bitch? Get over it. You supposed to be a man. For the last 24 hours, I've been saying that applying armchair psychology to black men through pop psych understanding of white man's experience is deeply anti-black and victim blaming. Now that's them words. Again, I only get this kind of response when I speak to my own experiences as a black male. Black men are the gold standard of all other men on this planet. This planet would be non-existent without us. Say it again. It's hot in here. Highly inappropriate lectures about accountability not only can but often do find their way into therapist conversation with black men about our deeply rooted trauma, which is why that language should not be public sales pitch. What is so hard to understand about this? Being lectured, it's like the I hate men shit really just turned into I hate black men in disguise. But now I don't care. I love women, only women feel rage and turn it into poetry. Men get angry and punch holes into drywall. So they ain't never had no man who had poetry. Anybody heard of William Shakespeare? When men use some men you punch holes in drywall. Some men use their anger to motivate them and create the world that your ass live in. Punch holes in drywall or beat their family. Feminine rage give us Mitski, Taylor Swift, Fiona Apple, Sylvia Plath, etc. Masculine rage give us what? Kanye West, Mid. I bet you wiping some Yeezys now, dumb broad. If on the low end, 1 in 3 black boys are touched and tampered with by adults, and we know this is underreported. I've been saying this forever. Like they don't give a fuck about what happened to little black boys. What does that say to you about the way it can be perceived when people spend 2 days posting at traumatized black men? All therapy begins with accountability. It would stand to reason logically that said practice of accountability would not be applied to every type of trauma. What type of explanation about black men's problems always lead to the question, who raised these men? Who conditioned these boys? And then people ask, was it their mothers? And then suddenly black women can see the radicalized sexism for what it is. Listen, I've said this on many occasions. Now we as a black community have been living in a matriarchy since what, late 60s, early 70s, and women like to dispute that, but overall it's patriarchy. Nah, black men have never participated in the patriarchy. Okay? But we live in a matriarchy where women, society give black women power that black men don't get. And I keep telling y'all, single mother homes are these boys are bred and become the men that y'all despise. Like they raised by women. The fact that they did like this is because ain't no man around. Then when they grow up, they be like, oh, men ain't shit. Well, what part did women have to play in it? Men are conditioned away from self-reflecting. That's a lie. Self-awareness, all we sit and talk and reflect about our issues, our path, our choices we make, the decisions wrongs that we've done from youth. That is a lie. We are taught to take responsibility and accountability. Ain't nobody gonna pee you in the real world. You ever heard the saying, the world don't care if a man started death once he turned 18? That leads to adults who take accountability as attack when it is about knowing yourself well enough to stop harming yourself and others, hopefully leading to fulfillment emotionally. I just been told that black women don't face racial biases like black men do. You don't. I've been trying to tell black women in my family for the longest. Y'all think y'all have it bad, and I would agree. Sometimes y'all do, but men have it worse. I I'm attacked from the second I leave my house. And if I don't have sanctuary in my house, I'm attacked inside my house. And when I say I'm attacked, I'm like, oh, some man looking at me. He catcalled me. He groped me. I'm talking about life or death. I might have the cops looking to end me. I might have some other man looking to end me. The world don't pity me. I'm I'm not gonna read that. She said patriarchy as the incestuous parent child of white supremacists doesn't differentiate between black men and black women heretically. It differentiates between them morally, casting black women as needing help and guidance from white women and black men as monsters. Preach! I being lectured about accountability. This clinician would callously victim blame SA survivors, that's sexual assault, who are black men. Well, if this is evidence of your skills in conclusive takeaways, you accusing me of gaslighting would be appropriate. We got there half an hour ago, but you dismissed it as deflection, and then put. Let's see what this saying. I have no idea what your basis for understanding of this issue is because I don't know you. As for the therapist video, could it occur to you that we have plenty of experience being lectured with the language of accountability? Oh my God, you have no take accountability while seeking to work through traumatic incidents. By my tweet, man, who is this chick? I love how you all love to accuse everyone else of being out of pole liberals until it's convenient for you to use deflection. But tell me more about, man, listen. So it wasn't no appreciation for black people, like black men. Like I said, it's another excuse to shit on black men and tell us we ain't shit. I done told y'all many times they got women. We can't say eminence. We can't say sexual assault. We can't really say nothing against black women on social media or the internet. But they literally have women on the internet saying abort black babies, don't let them come to existence. Black men are monsters. This is from a black woman. I had a video where the black woman was on here. Oh, I get so aroused when I see a white cop uh beat up on a black criminal. I'm like, well, why would they allow that kind of talk if it was a man? Man, I get excited when I see a white woman beat up on a sister. Kevin Samuels interviewed a modern single black woman who basically argued becoming a feminine woman is a downgrade. And this is why I argue arranged marriages will help black men find a suitable wife. The free dating market is full of modern women who hate being wives. Black men hate school. Black men hate going to doctor's offices. Black men hate therapy. We just hate everything meant to benefit people. No further analysis is needed. I doubt, I don't doubt there are some shitty clinical clinicians out there who have been harmful to SA victims across the board. But if you were about to enter a black therapist, always victim blame black men who have experienced SA, this is uncharted territory. I'm not a type Twitter user. My name is seeing as how you are not a black male and therefore not firsthand familiar with this language consistently applied to our psychotherapeutic care, even when in highly inappropriate situations you would think you reaching, bro, would not be your response if you cared at all. You all specific type of Twitter user, not blend. Black men and white women are one and the same. Both just want to emulate the white man and attack black women to gain favor. They are made from each other. That's a black woman.
I'm done with men. I'm going to start dating women. So like that.
Instead of divesting.
No.
Right, so a lot of black women in America are saying that they are divesting from black men and now they are going with white men.
Oh.
Have you heard of that movement? There's a whole movement called that.
I've heard of that. I had a
big debate the other
It's
day.
like when women say, I'm done with men. I'm going to start dating women. So like that.
Sorry about that.
You know what's interesting? I feel like if it was the reverse, like it people would freak out. Like if black men said that about black women.
Said that they're going to go and date
They're
out.
divesting.
They're
Yeah,
divesting.
we're dating. Like, wouldn't you think it'd be a completely different reaction?
Yeah, because the feminist movement is a thing, and you know,
Well, I
women
know
are,
it's like women get the
Women-
power to say anything. We're like
And do
men.
anything they
yeah,
want.
we're men. It's like if they say the same thing.
Yeah. However, there is a man on YouTube called, I forget his thing. He goes to Thailand.
The Venn diagram for the black man who believes that therapy makes you soft or acting like a woman, and for the black men who post IG memes about black women not superior to black men, is overflowing at this point. I want so much better for us. Black men always the topic of discussion, not white men, Indian men, Asian men, or Hispanic men. I learned many black men don't want to mentor black boys. I lied. Therapists want to get revenge against childhood bullies when seeing black boys. Teachers target black boys, and that all black boys are actually men in about 10 days. Crime Bill 2.0 is definitely coming. Say, bro, we have been on attack. We have been attacked. We understand this. It's nothing new. Imagine attempting to market yourself as a good therapist for black men by having no sympathy for guys getting charged with crimes they didn't commit and getting cleared for them. Gay black men are mad they couldn't outrun their uncle and got their uncle's chest wet on their back. Or what? I'm gonna stay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting kind of sick of this shit. Like, I'm gonna remain hopeful, but our community is lost if this how black men and black women gonna continue to conduct themselves between each other. This some straight bullshit. I know I make a lot of red pill content about ratchet behavior from women and cowardly men, but my objective is to heal us so we can come together and become the united front that we need to be to dominate this world. But if black women can't see the issues that they have a hand in, we will never get anywhere. Ever, 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 ever. My teachers always say, you point your finger at one, if you point your finger at somebody, you got three of them pointing back at you. So what you did. So, man, I'm going to let this go because Black men deserve to grow old. I'm talking to black men, specifically black father. A grown woman making sexual advance on your underage son is nothing congratulatory. Get that shit together. Remember when they said black men go to therapy so they can learn how to gaslight everyone else in the community? Laugh my ass off. Black men trend today because we need to understand, brothers, we matter to God, our family, and those who truly value our spaces. Our mental health is important. My brothers, I agree with you. Black men matter. All the pathetic black men in this world, for real, is disgusting. Suck my dick. Alright, well, if y'all want to go see more stuff, about half of your 14 tweets ever that use the words black men are from this campaign. But search black women, pride, abortion, and climate change, and you'll be scrolling for days. Priorities are the observed allocation of scarce resources. Yours are very clear. See, they getting on her because she ain't had no agenda for black men, and now she running for governor, and now she saying, "Oh, black men should vote. Black men should vote." Now she on here because she feel like she got the black women vote guaranteed. Now she over here trying to convince black men to come vote for her again. If it wasn't for black men, Kamala wouldn't be here. Let's hear what you got to say.
Polls. Let's do it this.
The first feminist I ever met is Robert Abrams, right there. My father told me three things. He said, one, never tell yourself no, let somebody else do it. And that is why I had the audacity to stand to be the first black woman in American history to be governor of a state.
We have to get Stacey Abrams elected. Unfinished business. Y'all remember what happened at the last election?
I lost by 54,723 votes, if anybody's counting.
Ooh, I'm sweating.
I might have memorized that number. We've got work to do here, but we can do that work. People don't trust that politicians are going to do what they say. I don't hedge. I'm going to tell you what I can do and what I can't do. Trust wins, and I need you all to say that you trust me and then to share that sense of trust with others. If black men vote for me, I win this election.
So make sure that you get your people to the polls. Let's do it this.
I ain't enjoying it, so if you ain't talking to me, nobody has been able to name what exactly black men are supposed to be taking accountability for in these therapy sessions. Just a general sense of penance and fixing. There's no way that a therapist would blame black men for their own trauma under the guise of accountability, and to prove it, let me do exactly that. This man has been in my comments nonstop, making up scenarios to dance around the conversation about black men needing to lean into accountability. I get why now. So the final makeup: four white women, four black women, two white women, two. The reason men treating misandry as some huge issue to me is laughable is because outside of people just discussing how men are socialized via patriarchy and how tiring it can be to deal with it, it will never manifest into actual harm toward men. As we all know, black men, boy, famously face no harm in American society. Straight up. Black men were down bad, entitled, and women is at an all time high. My little two cent on black men in therapy convo going around. One, I actually was okay with therapy. I just had the wrong therapist. Good black men therapists are hard to come by. Too, if you are an LGBT person, it is imperative to find an LGBT. I just can't see myself giving up on black men. Y'all be acting like every race of men shit don't stink. Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. That's why I remain hopeful. Cause I know most of y'all don't think like that. It's just the lost ones. And I agree. Black men do need to seek therapy. Seek therapy. Just the right kind of therapy. But I always said the whole black community needs to seek therapy for their trauma. Not just black men, but black women. I've been saying this for decades. I do think a lot of the ways we talk about men, especially black men, can be divorced from the principles we say we have. Also, transphobia. Let's be clear, Republicans have never been pro-law enforcement. They are pro-white cops shooting black men without consequence. White women are too comfortable sexually harassing black men. Yep. Black men are in no way, shape, or form responsible for the plight or frustration that black women performing in modern society have. Again, the quotes are terrible and sadly some of them are from black women. While that same group of women that say black men need therapy, which I agree with, are the same ones bashing and minimizing their trauma. I agree with that too. That hurt and bitterness drives y'all to say anything. As a black man in therapy, I would really appreciate if therapists stop making content about how much they hate dealing with black men clients. Why are black men still writing think pieces supporting Kevin Samuels? He is dead. Your hero is dead. It's time to move on from your therapy or go to therapy. You are so sad. I couldn't let that go. Okay. Well, that's it. Y'all want to go check out the timeline, you can. But I'm just going to say this to you, sisters. All you can't stand black men, all you think we ain't shit, one day we might go away. And I keep telling y'all, if we did go away, man, you would be at the mercy of the world. You'll see how much love you have from people. It's your boy King Dow 225 with another reaction to that video. So hit that like, subscribe, become part of the kingdom.